So here are our lineups from just over a month ago on July 15th.
Nice color scheme.
Yeah, I added some color scheme to it to not just be a white and black and white Google sheet here. So my lineup was Bump, 𝙏𝙗𝙗𝙏𝙗𝙗, Michkov, Tippett, Couturier, Konechny, Cates, Luchenko, Brink, Grebenkin, Dvorak, Hathaway, York, Sanheim, Sealer, Drysdale, Zamula, Juleson.
Yes.
Joe had Tippett, Couturier, Michkov, Cates, 𝙏𝙗𝙗𝙏𝙗𝙏𝙗, Bump, Dvorak, Brink, Delorier, Obels, Hathaway, Sanheim, Drysdale, York, Grans, and Sealer, Zamula. So
and we both had the same goalies.
Yeah, you have to have Harrison and Vladar there. So, all right, let's get into our predictions now that we have Tyson Foerster healthy. I'll go first here with my first line.
Before you reveal it, remember this is opening night lineup, game 1. Okay, we're not this is not the roster for the season. It is game 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm glad you've hinted at your lineup being a bit spicy because mine is very, very boring. I have Konechny, Couturier, Michkov as the top line out of the gate.
Okay.
They were fantastic together early last season, late last season. I'm expecting a big bounce back season from Sean Couturier, having a good relationship with his coach now after Tortorella clearly did not like him despite naming him the captain. So I feel like Couturier can thrive in that spot, be the defensive guy, responsibility, Konechny back checks as well, and then Michkov is the offensive firehouse there.
Yep. Is that the same you had as a month ago?
It's not. I had Couturier, Konechny, Tippett as my my second line with Bump, 𝙏𝙗𝙗𝙏𝙗𝙏𝙗, and Michkov as my top line. But
gotcha.
With Foerster back, someone had to get bumped out of the lineup.
Yeah. I ran into the big issue where, again, it's the opening night lineup, so there's one player that has to be in it that I would not otherwise include, but we'll get to him.
Nick Delorier?
Oh, yeah. Top liner, no. He's if you want to just put him right in the fourth line left wing, go for it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have Delorier. I don't know. Did he start opening night last year?
Oh, I'm almost 100% sure he would have been in game 1.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, the Flyers started on the road, but give the people what they want. They want to fight. The home crowd wants a brawl.
Yeah, no, he played in the 6th game of the season. So once Jet Luchenko was done, they're like, all right, we can get Nick Delorier in there for 6 minutes a night.
Yeah. I still think he's going to start this year. Rick Tocchet will do that for his vets. Okay, but my top line: Owen Tippett, Sean Couturier, Matvei Michkov.
I can see it. My one question is who's back checking? Like, I know Couturier is going to back check, be solid defensively, but I guess Tippett's speed is enough to get back and be a body back there just to block up some passing lanes.
Yeah, I did consider Typho up there, but
I skeeted that out. Could Foerster, Couturier, Michkov work? Very slow, obviously, very slow. But
that's what held me up.
Foerster wins battles. Foerster has that shot for Michkov. Couturier, solid in the middle in both zones, all 3 zones, and then you let Michkov just do his thing.
I think Michkov as a sophomore is going to be way better at back checking than we give him credit for. He's just so competitive that he's going to be like, screw you guys, I'm getting this puck. We're going to get out of here and we're going to go to where I can do my job.
I've been thinking about it. What if Michkov just all right, I'm going to put defense first. He'll still put up 60, 70 points and be a great two-way player. But a guy like him, you want him putting up 100 points,
100.
which he very well could be the Flyers' next 100-point player. I believe that article is going up soon on broadsthockey.com, so make sure you check it out.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I think Couturier, after we saw how well he played with Tortorella's departure, I think under Tocchet, he's going to be playing at a higher level, and that'll be enough to not carry Tippett and Michkov, but at the very least, balance the scales a bit,
Yeah, and we need big things from Tippett. 20 goals last year is fine, but that was after 28 and 27. We've talked about it before. His shots on goal, 101 fewer than the year before. He just needs to be on a line where he's the shooter. He's the shooter there. Go ahead, Michkov, get you the puck. shoot it, hopefully hit the net if it's wide open, since he didn't do that a few times last year.
And 𝙏𝙗𝙆 is really good in front of the net. He'll clean up those messy pucks. Coots too, honestly.
Coots too, yeah. So I mean, that's the fun thing about this Flyers team coming up, going into training camp. There's so many different combinations. Like you can't be like, oh no, that's a horrible line. Why can you put that together?
No.
It's like, all right, I can see how that could work.
So should I do my second line then, and we'll just go back and forth that way?
Yeah, that works. Do a snake here.
Welcome back, Tyson Foerster.
All right, you got Foerster.
𝙒𝙖𝙏.
You got 𝙒𝙖𝙏.
Travis Konecny. If this is the combo, this has the potential to be my favorite line of the season. I love the idea of Foerster, his forecheck, back check. He's so good at that. 𝙒𝙖𝙏 with the skill and Konecny with the attitude. Because 𝙒𝙖𝙏, again, one of the big knocks against him, he's soft. He's not engaged. He's not competitive enough. Travis Konecny is a small guy and inevitably at the bottom of every single scrum. I just think that, like, if you want to not reinvent 𝙒𝙖𝙏, but at least set the standard for what you expect from him as a member of the Philadelphia Flyers, TK is the perfect veteran guy to do that. And then Foerster is, 1 year younger than 𝙒𝙖𝙏?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like a really good combo. And Foerster's got a hell of a shot. 𝙒𝙖𝙏 and Konecny are both really good at setups. Like, I think he's the trigger man on that line.
Yeah, I feel like that could be a line that works really well. Obviously, one of 𝙒𝙖𝙏's big downsides is his face-off ability. So, even if he loses the face-off, you got Foerster and Konecny can just tie up the guy. They can go in there and win a battle. They can hopefully, take some of that off his plate. So, once again, it's a line that could very well do pretty well for the Flyers.
And as their second line, I think they'd be getting a lot more, I don't want to say easier minutes necessarily, but they'd be probably starting in the offensive zone pretty frequently or neutral zone maybe. Like, I think there's
they'd get
a way.
They'd get the easiest matchups, I think, which I guess maybe you don't want Foerster getting the easy matchup. You want to be able to use him in more of a shutdown role, but bringing in Dvorak definitely helps that, And
Cates is still here.
Cates is still here as well. So, all right. My second line, which might give a few hints to what my third line is.
Oh boy.
It's what I got. I have Dvorak. With 𝙒𝙖𝙏 and Tippett.
Oh, like okay.
That's kind of just my leftover top 9 line because I'll do my third line here as well. It's just the Foerster Cates Brink line. I'm keeping that together. I'm keeping that line together, keeping the top line together. And you got 𝙒𝙖𝙏 at center, Dvorak, a responsible forward that can take faceoffs when he has to, play a two-way game, and Tippett can, hopefully work some magic with 𝙒𝙖𝙏 there, use his speed, really get some confidence back. And I feel like that could be a line that gets the soft matchups, and you don't have to worry about 𝙒𝙖𝙏 too much defensively or Tippett. And if they ice the puck, Dvorak's out there to win the faceoff, hopefully. So I feel like that could work, especially given the fact that the other two lines here we've seen can work and were two of the Flyers' best lines last season.
In our last iteration of this, I had I had Cates 𝙒𝙖𝙏 Konecny. So I totally get the logic of putting Dvorak there. Just a really sound, consistent player who's steady. Not the driver of the line, but hopefully complementary enough. I can see the vision there. So I don't hate that. All right. My third line. I know he's got a more difficult path onto the roster now that Foerster's back, but I still think Alex Bump is making this team out of camp.
Okay.
And put him with Noah Cates and Bobby Brink.
Cates and Brink. I can really see that. The BBC line. The BBC.
Jesus Christ. Yep. The British Broadcasting Company. That's right.
Yes.
No, I mean, Brink is a playmaker. He's a really a solid vision guy, right? Cates, we know he can play center. He's also good on the check. And then Bump is kind of the wild card here. He's a goal scorer, right? That's what they think he can be. If you've got Brink feeding him the puck, I think there's something there. But
I'm not gonna comment too much on Bump until I reveal my fourth line. I don't want to give anything away there, but that could be a very good line. Yeah, Bump just replaces Foerster on that line. Foerster gets more chance for some more offense there in the top six. I don't know enough about Bump's two-way game. I don't know how he is defensively or in battles or whatnot there, but I imagine he's pretty competitive and will play whatever role he has to.
Yeah.
It seems like he's willing to go to the dirty areas. He goes to the middle of the ice. We hear that all the time in development camp, what have you there. So yeah, I think that could be a great line. You have Kate's Brink, and then Bump is fairly tall, right? Or does he just play big?
I think he's like 6 something.
According to Elite Prospects, it looks like 6 foot flat there.
6 flat.
Yeah, and Forster's like what, 6'1", I think.
6'1", 6'2", something like that.
So yeah, 6'2", 214. Bump is
on
194.
On Hockey DB, Alex Bump is listed as 6'2". So
all right, maybe he
might have grown.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, no, I just like him there too because I know Cates is responsible. We've seen the turnaround in Bobby Brink's game to become a more responsible player. I think that's it. Yep, Deslauriers, Dvorak, Hathaway. You knew it. And then my 13th forward would be, I don't know. We'll talk. I want to see your fourth line before I tell you my 13th. But Deslauriers opening night, you play your veteran, you give the people the fight they want. Like, I mean, I'd love it if he maybe wasn't on the opening night lineup, but I get it if he is. Dvorak at center. This is kind of what they got him for. And then Hathaway is Garnet Hathaway. I love him. He's great. Why wouldn't you play him?
Yeah, I just don't think Deslauriers makes the opening night lineup because, Joe, who are the Flyers playing on opening night?
It's not it's the Panthers.
It's the Panthers. They play the Panthers opening night, and then their home opener. Maybe he gets like their schedule here in October is tough.
It's tough.
I'm going to share this real quick just to get that up here. Like, I don't want him in the lineup against Florida, Carolina, Florida, Winnipeg, Minnesota. Maybe Seattle. I don't know if they have a big fighter. I'm down on that this season.
Is Alexiak still there?
I think so. I think so. At Ottawa, I think here the Saturday 12:30 game, October 25th, we get a big fight between Nick Deslauriers and I don't know who fights for the Islanders now that Matt Martin's down or retired. Your most hated team.
I don't know, man. Someone maybe
the Cizikas fight.
Matthew Schaefer.
yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's a tough go of it out of the gate there in October. Go back here to the fourth line for yours truly, going with Hathaway on the right side. Now going with two guys here who you do not have on your lineup. I have Grebenkin. I'm a big Grebenkin fan. I'm a big Grebenkin believer. And you know what the Flyers need? The Flyers need a Jet 2 holiday. Give me Jet Luchenko down there as the 4C. So here's my thinking with no Bump and Grebenkin instead and Luchenko instead of Deslauriers. So Luchenko, I feel like, is the big question. Like, obviously you'd rather have him playing big minutes in a slightly worse league, but I feel like he's shown all he can in the OHL, and if he's stuck in Guelph, it's not going to be worth it. I know there's been comparisons to when Sean Couturier started with the Flyers but the Flyers were trying to compete back then. But still now, like, you start him as your third line center. If there's an injury or if Zegras can't stick at center or something, you move him up. You give him time on the second power play unit. Maybe you get some PK time to give him, make sure he doesn't get just 6-7 minutes a night and he's not doing anything there, because you can still learn. I'd rather have him playing bottom 6 minutes in the NHL than top line minutes in the OHL. It's a different conversation with Bump. I'd rather have Bump playing top line minutes in the AHL. You can call him up and send him down whenever you need to. And with Luchenko, it's just like, all right, if there's an injury to, say, one of the Flyers' other centers or two of their centers, God forbid, like, who are you calling up? Rodrigo Abels, Carson Dorwart? Like, if this team has solid goaltending, they can be on the playoff bubble, and that could be detrimental. So I feel like you don't have the option to call him up mid-season. unless there's an injury emergency to come up for. So I think you work him in there, start him as 4C. Maybe you start him as 3C and you put Dvorak 4C and you move shit around there. But I really think Louchenko should make the team this year.
So Jet-Luchenko is my 13th, because if you're sitting Delorier, you move Jet-Luchenko to center and Dvorak to left wing on the fourth line, and there you go. There's your solution. I don't want it to end up like last season where he only played 4 games but was with the team for like 9 games. Like, if it's going to be that kind of usage, like what are we doing here? But if you look at Ryan Poehling's average ice time last year, it was 13:53. He was playing averaging nearly 14 minutes a night last season with the Flyers. That is not a traditional 4C's ice time. Like, that's borderline third line.
I mean, he was used as like the 3C late in the season, but even still,
like, you think about the Panthers, I think. Who was there for? AJ Greer or Nosek or something?
Nosek or AJ Greer or 𝙏𝙎𝙎𝙏𝙏. I'm not sure which one of them plays center.
I can't remember which one.
I think it might be Greer. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is a lot of that time for Poehling penalty kill time, which it probably is. But looking at his 5-on-5 numbers per game, 11:41. Like, I have no problem. He played 11:41. Scott Laughton 5-on-5, 12:15. Like.
So I just looked up Greer, 𝙏𝙎𝙎𝙏𝙏, and Nosek. Nosek and Greer did not crack 10 minutes. They were like 9:40s. And then 𝙏𝙎𝙎𝙏𝙏 average time on ice 8:27. Like, that's a fourth line. That's a fourth line usage. And look, maybe Tocchet will use his lines differently than Torts did, but he knows the score. He knows what this year is about. I can see him, if the fourth line has younger players on it, he would be using them to a bit more ice time than your traditional fourth line.
Yeah, looking at the Canucks last season, no one averaged less than 10 minutes a game. Like, even the younger guys, Aturati got 10:39, Nils Aman got 10:29, Daniel Sprong, who's been around the block a few times, 11:39, those Hoglander 12. Like, he gets these guys minutes. He's not gonna, especially a young kid, he's not just gonna be like, all right, we have you for whenever we need you. You only get 3 shifts a period, though. He'll get them out there. He will work them in after a PK. Maybe he'll be able to, take Cates or Couturier or whoever the center is spot. Like, he'll get minutes, and I feel like that's better for his development than going back to Guelph.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Grebenkin, I mean, he has the game where, he's not going to be a top 6 guy. He's going to be a bottom 6 energy guy. I feel like he could be a fan favorite based off what we saw of him in Toronto. And he has the experience. He played a few seasons in the MHL, played a few seasons in the KHL. Last year, split time between the AHL primarily and the NHL. So he's how old is he? He's 22. Going to be he's still young. Like, but I feel like he's going to be someone Flyers fans really come to love.
And he brings a skill that nobody on this team has, which is net front presence. Like, there's a world where he ends up on the first power play unit because he's the only guy who can get in front of the net and tip pucks in.
I don't know about that, but we can. We have to get to our defense here as well.
Defense,
move along to the special teams.
The papier-mâché defense.
Yeah, so I'll go first here. I'm just going to do all 3 at the same time. York, Sanheim. Mine haven't changed. Is it? Yeah, Steeler, Drysdale. But I have changed my 6th defenseman here. I have Zamula and I have Helge Grans. I had Noah Juulsen before, but the more I hear people talk about Helge Grans, like Charlie O'Connor, PHOI, Jason Martinez on Flyers Daily, like, it seems like people around the Flyers want to give him a chance. And, it's going to be him battling Noah Juulsen and Dennis Gilbert for playing time. And, like, I feel like he'll be able to beat them out.
Yeah. I have the same 6 as you, but in a different configuration. Sanheim, Drysdale, York, Grans, Zamula, Sealer.
I just don't know if Grans, they'd play him same second line. Oh, would Steelers on the left side, right?
It doesn't matter. I mean, they're both third pair defensemen. They have to play whatever side the healthy to play.
I don't know.
I'm not
I feel
too
like
picky
Sealer
about it.
only plays the left side for some reason. I could be wrong, but I
Really?
feel like 𝙏𝙗𝙎𝙏𝙏 is more versatile there.
I thought Sealer played the right side when like Keith Yandel and stuff was here or something, or like in his
Oh
early
God, I
seasons.
forgot about Keith Yandel. There's some players. I was looking up a picture, trying to find like a specific picture of something, and I saw there was a picture of a Patrick Brown. It was just someone
Oh
who just
yeah,
completely. Oh, he was here. What
he
can
was
Brown
here.
do for you? Yeah, he was a guy.
He played a lot of minutes, I think, too.
He did.
Yeah.
Who's your seventh defenseman?
Juleson.
Yeah. Juleson my seventh as well. Tocchet likes him a lot. Can step in and kill penalties. So that is our open lineups there. If you want to.
Yes, and you made me look up Patrick Brown. I'm sorry, but do you want to know how much ice time he averaged in the 2021-22 season with the Flyers?
12 minutes.
12:26. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the following season with Philly, it was 11:29. That's a lot of ice time to give Patrick Brown.
Yeah, there were some guys during those seasons that was just like, oh God, it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
But also my logic behind Grans on the second pair. I don't know if they'd want to. 𝙏𝙗𝙆𝙏𝙏𝙀𝙍 still, quote, developing in his own regard. I don't know if they'd want to put those two young guys together like that. And I think it was brought up in the Slack or on Twitter or Blue Sky or something that Sealer might not be as good this season because Tocchet's system is less focused on blocking shots, which is one of the things he's really good at. So I question his fit in a second pair role under Tocchet. But he has seniority, so I would understand if if the pairs are the same as last year under Torts.
Yeah, Grans also, 6'4", so he brings some size to that pair with Cam York, who's what 5'11" or so, and plays kind of that size. If you think it might be 6 foot, just plays smaller than that. Yeah, I could see that happening. Steelers and Mula being your defensive pair, Sanheim, Drysdale situations, and then York and Grans kind of try to be sheltered a bit. But yeah, I feel like those are all solid options for the Flyers.
Yeah, and then goalies. Harrison Vladar.
Harrison Vladar, yeah.
Not even worth talking about.